YouTube family, it's Andrea at VW Family Farm. We're at my Azure pickup and I'm taking y'all with me. So Emily's gonna film, Lane and I are gonna go load stuff. We try not to make this awkward for the other people picking up, but she's gonna get a little footage. There's a puppy in that truck. Alright, so I made it home with my Azure standard haul, and I'm going to show y'all what I ordered this month. What does a farmer order that grows most of their own food? I have people interested in that a lot, and I'm the same way. I'm interested in how much stuff people are growing and what are they buying when they do go to the store. So I'm going to show you this month. Every month is a little bit different. We're getting really close to growing season. In fact, we're in growing season here for early stuff. But that means things that I stored up from last year might be running low or running out. So I might order stuff right now that I won't order in a few months, or I might not even order until this time next year because I'm going to be harvesting stuff really soon. So a lot of times I just order staples because we grow, if you're new here, we grow all of our own meat. We produce most of our own dairy because we have milk cows, and I actually sell raw milk to other people as well. We grow and can almost all of our own vegetables. If we buy it, it's because we choose to. We wouldn't ever have to buy vegetables, but sometimes things that I don't store, I'll buy those. We either forage for, grow, or store up when it's in season fruit. We have a lot of fruit trees growing, starting to produce. We have berries. We have all kinds of fruits. We have things in the wild here on our property that we go harvest every year. But I do still buy some fruit, fresh fruit and things like that I don't have canned. I buy a lot of nuts and flowers from time to time and things like that. So I'm going to show you my haul for this month. Thank y'all for watching last month's Azure haul video. That video and the previous one, my first Azure video I ever put out, because I've been doing Azure Standard for years and people just don't know about it. I didn't know about it for a long time, but I got to thinking, I don't want people to think I'm trying to sell something, because honestly, I'm not. I've been ordering Azure Standard for years, and for a long time, there was no like compensation to share it. It was just people would share it because it's such a great company. It's really a way to cut out the middleman at the natural or health food store, which I love those stores. I love going into those stores and buying from them. But to be honest, they're too expensive for me to buy from on a regular basis. So this is kind of cutting out the middleman. I can get everything I would get at the natural or health food store for cheaper. And I can get a lot of organic fruits and vegetables and things like that. Everything they sell, they stand behind, so I feel pretty good about. That says a lot to buy from a company like that. They have stops all over the country if you're not familiar with them. You order all month. You can add to your order, and then you have a cutoff time depending on where you put your drop at, which is going to be closest to your house, obviously. And then it cuts off, and then the following week you go meet a truck like you saw me do earlier, and you pick up your order. You get an email confirming in between the cutoff and the pickup, confirming what actually shipped, because some things could go out of stock. That's just part of it. You just try again next month if it went out of stock. You get a time to go meet the truck, which is generally the same time each month, unless the truck has a problem or whatever. You go meet the truck. There's a whole lot of people that meet it. It's not a scary thing. It's usually a very welcoming community, because the more people that order and use that drop, the more successful that drop is. So they're very welcoming. You just show up, pick your stuff up, and like y'all know, I am a farmer homesteader. A lot of y'all are too. I don't have time to go grocery shop every week, nor do I want to. Some people enjoy that. I don't. I don't like to go to town. I don't like to grocery shop. Especially if I'm going to go to town, I want it to be for something fun, and grocery shopping is just not fun to me. Fighting the crowd, picking stuff out, loading it up, buying it, loading it in the car, bringing it home, unloading it, and all that. So this is a once a month, one-stop shop for me. I pretty much do all my shopping from them. I might have to make a Walmart trip for some health and beauty or toiletry items or whatever like that, or I might go to Sam's, which is buying in bulk for things like that. But for the most part, Azure Standard is where I buy my groceries. There's a link down below. If you wind up ordering from them, I do receive a small compensation for that one time for you going to them through me. It's not a sign up for anything. It's not an MLM or nothing like that. It just shows them where you came from, where you heard about them from. So that helps me out a tad. You don't pay anything more, but if you're interested in them, it would just help me out so much if you check that out down below. But I want to show you what I ordered from them, because whether they gave me a dime or what, nothing, I'm still going to order from them because it's a great way for me to get healthy food for my family, along with other things, not just food. But let's get started. I want to show y'all what I ordered. So this month I ordered 5 pounds of organic carrots. I really like ordering their carrots. I've actually ordered 25 pounds of these before, and I canned a lot of them and have them on my canning shelves ready to go when I need a quick supper. So I really love their carrots. I do grow carrots, but I don't have any fresh right now. And like I told you, we grow a lot or produce a lot of our own dairy, but I'm gonna admit it to y'all, I love store-bought sour cream. I need to refine my sour cream making. I like it, but it's not the same as store-bought. So this is Nancy's organic probiotic sour cream. I really like this from them. Okay, I've bought several brands of cream cheese over the years in the little 8-ounce packages, because when you eat low carb, which I'm trying to do, cream cheese is allowed, and I've made cream cheese as well, but store-bought cream cheese and homemade is a little bit different. So I went ahead and bought some this month, but I'm gonna get back to practicing on my own cream cheese really soon. So I bought cream cheese. I bought the little packages, but stuff comes and goes at Azure. That's just part of it, because if a lot of people buy it, their stock goes down in that, and it'll come back. It just might not be by my cutoff, but they usually have other options. And I bought this a couple months ago just to give it a try. I thought, that's not the kind I normally buy, but it's Smithfield original Amish country recipe. It's really good. It's actually 3 pounds. So this is like, let's see, 6 of those little packages, which if you cook with cream cheese or whatever, you use a lot of cream cheese. Okay, celery. I just love celery for cooking, snacking, all that kind of stuff. And most of their produce is organic, which I really like. These are just organic navel oranges. I've been reading about the GAPS diet lately because I've known about it for years. But to be honest, I kind of thought it not really that doable. But I know y'all seen Justin and Rebecca Rhodes doing the GAPS diet, and that just kind of fueled me to think, you know, people really are doing it. So I've been rereading about it. And one of the things they say is, if you can do anything for your health, buy organic fruits and vegetables. So I love their apples. It's not apple season, obviously. So these are organic Fuji apples. Yeah, I bought 2 3-pound bags just because they have apples pretty much all the time. But when it's apple season, Azure will sell cheap, like 20-pound boxes of apples for juicing, or they'll be graded for eating or whatever, and they're delicious. And so obviously that's usually in the fall. Snatch those up if you get a chance. I've been hungry for Brussels sprouts. I bought Brussels sprouts a few months ago, quartered them up, tossed them with some olive oil and garlic and bacon, and baked them, and then I drizzled a little maple syrup on top. My family loved them. So I've been wanting some more Brussels sprouts for a while. And I love to keep lemons for my water and things like that. And sometimes I just, in a recipe, if it calls for lemon juice, I'll just use fresh squeezed lemon juice rather than bottled. So I bought all that. Okay, like I said, I don't buy the same things all the time, but right now I don't have fresh vegetables, and things like broccoli and cauliflower, they're kind of hard to grow around here without them getting wormy, so I don't usually wind up with an overabundance of those. So I bought some frozen cauliflower. I bought this huge, I think this was 5-pound bag of broccoli. I love steamed broccoli. And then green peas. I love green peas. It's just a personal preference. So I bought, those were frozen. Okay, I also bought, now we grow a ton of sweet potatoes. but mine are gone from last year. I was so sad. So I actually bought 20 pounds of organic sweet potatoes from them. They still look amazing. My family absolutely loves sweet potatoes. They would eat them every night. I just chunk them up with the skins on. This is so easy, it's ridiculous. Rinse them off, chop them up with the skins on, put them on a baking sheet, and then drizzle a little oil over them, or we really like our fresh rendered lard from our Old Spot pigs. Toss it in that, salt them, and just roast them in the oven at 350 just till they're tender. If you let them go a little longer, they'll crisp up on the bottom, kind of like a fried potato. They're delicious. So I bought those. And I may have to buy those again next month because it's going to be a while till I have fresh sweet potatoes. You'll have to excuse all the seeds over here. We've got major gardening going on around the farm. I bought several jars of, this is like spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce. And I had to search, guys, because thankfully Azure Standard had several. But if you don't read your labels, things like spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce, things like that are usually full of sugar. Which you think a tomato like savory product full of sugar, but there is sugar in everything. And I'm trying to get away from sugar. Like I said, I've been reading about the GAPS diet, trying to loosely follow that somewhat. And sugar's just a big no-no on a lot of healthy eating plans. It's just something I think a lot of us are addicted to, and we don't even think we are. I know I'm like that. I start thinking, it's in ranch dressing? I mean, come on, that's not even a sweet product. I didn't show y'all that really closely. That's Natural Value organic tomato basil, because I've got some really good recipes for keto or GAPS pizza crust that are delicious. And so that'll be a good pizza sauce for that. I bought some frozen fruit because my fruit is dwindling down. But here in Arkansas, it's strawberry season, so ASAP I'm gonna have fruit again. So I like to go pick strawberries, grow strawberries. The same with blueberries. I grow some, I go forage and pick some more at different places. Blackberries are the same way. I like to store up all those things that are local around here. But in the meantime, I like to make milk kefir, and I like fruit to mix with it. That and yogurt. I got frozen organic mangoes. Mangoes are Lane's favorite fruit. I got frozen organic whole grapes. If you've never frozen grapes and eaten them, you are missing out. It's like they take on a creaminess inside that they don't have when they're fresh. They almost taste almost like ice cream. They just get really creamy. They're so good. Lastly, for the frozen fruit, I got 5 pounds of organic red raspberries. So I'm looking forward to those on yogurt and in smoothies and things like that. All right, just a couple boxes left. Let's start with this one. This is one of my favorite things to buy from them. I really like to grow my own onions, but this time of year I don't have a ton left. So I bought 10 pounds of yellow onions. These are great to cook with. This is another brand of sugar-free tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce that they carry. This is roasted garlic. It's Sweet Creek brand. Really excited to try this. We love spaghetti squash for a low-carb spaghetti, and this will go great with that and some of our home-raised beef. Organic almond butter. Organic peanut butter. This is a new brand of ghee I'm going to try. It is Ahara, I think. I love ghee, but I've only tried one brand, so I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to link a video down below for a homemade shampoo product that a great channel put on, and I'm going to have Lane put their channel name on the screen and link their channel below. I am taking some ingredients and making some homemade shampoo, and this is nettle leaf, and I'm going to be using this tea tree Castile soap to make it, and then she's also got a great conditioner recipe on her channel too, so you'll need to check her out. Okay, last couple of things I bought. This is my absolute favorite tuna fish in the world. We love tuna fish around here with eggs and all kinds of good stuff, homemade relish in it. This is salted yellowfin tuna. It's Natural Value. It's the cheapest one they sell, but I'm going to tell you why I buy it. These cans are BPA free, which if you're not familiar with BPA, you should look that up. But BPA is a nasty substance they put in aluminum cans like this to keep the can from reacting with your food. But they say if you eat like a can of something like green beans with your supper and drink out of a can, say you have a Coke or something, you're already over the limit and it messes with your body. It is not good for you. And tuna fish is one thing we buy in cans, and it's really hard to find BPA free cans just at the store. So that is why I ordered these. I ordered a whole case of these. There's 24 of these. That way I don't have to worry about how often my family's eating it due to a chemical in it. Let me show you what all I ordered as far as nuts and seeds go, and then tell you why I ordered them. This is 5 pounds of organic raw sunflower seeds, 2 pounds of organic raw walnuts, 5 pounds of organic whole cashews, and that's all the nuts and seeds I ordered for this month. But I've ordered pecans, let's see what else. I can't think of it all. Almonds. I've ordered almonds before from them. And you would say, why do you pay more for organic and order it from them when you can just go buy that at Walmart? Well, let me tell you, most nuts you buy at the store are going to have some type of oil in them. A lot of times it's going to be soybean or canola oil or something like that. And those oils are just not good for you, for one. It's really hard to avoid them if you're eating nuts and seeds, but nuts and seeds are so good for you, especially if you're trying to eat a low carb diet. They're a great option for just a quick snack when you're feeling like, oh, I've got to have something. But I'm just going to be honest, nuts and seeds really bother my stomach. They just do bad things to me. So what I do is I order these raw ones from Azure Standard. I soak them in salt water, which this may sound involved to you, but literally this takes me minutes. I soak them in salt water, put them in some, and then come back hours later. I've done nothing to them except dump some water and salt on them, drain them off, and throw them in my dehydrator and dehydrate them back out. And they're just as good as what you buy at the store that's roasted and salted and all that. And they're so good for you. And they don't bother my stomach. None of the issues that I have with the ones I buy at the store that are not soaked. So when you hear people talk about soaked, when they're talking about nuts and seeds, that's what they're talking about, actually soaking them. And then sometimes if you're making something, you can go ahead and grind them up wet and then dry that out like a granola. But if you just want nuts, you can drain them off and, like I said, just toss them in the dehydrator and you're good to go. It takes minutes of preparation. But that is why I order from them, because I can get them raw and do it myself. And I don't put nasty oils on them. Now, at the last hour, sometimes I'll take them out and like a couple tablespoons of melted coconut oil. I'll toss them in that, put them back in there, and then, oh, that's even better. So delicious. Last few things I bought. Azure Market organic mini chocolate chips. Emily is a baker. She just loves to bake. So, all these have in it, was organic cane sugar, organic cocoa butter, and organic vanilla. So these have no like soy and all those things that I like to avoid. Emily loves to bake, so I figured if she's going to do it, I want her to have good quality ingredients. I don't let her do it all the time because we don't need cookies every day, but it is nice sometimes. I also bought some organic dates because these are a great thing to put in recipes, smoothies, things like that, to sweeten them up in a more natural way. And last thing I bought is I bought 5 pounds of non-GMO black turtle beans. And honestly, I didn't even buy these to eat. I bought these to grow because I love to grow black beans. They're so beautiful growing. They do really well here. I've always just planted them from Walmart, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to get some non-GMO ones and plant these. This will be way more than I want to plant, but we'll just eat the rest. They're really easy to can. When you saw my canning marathon back in the winter, I'll just can these too. It was super easy and we've really enjoyed eating them. So that is my Azure Standard haul. If you've ever wondered what does a farmer order or buy at the grocery store, that's it for this month. Let me know, what do you order? I'd love to see your videos of what do you buy at the store. And do you go often? Do you go once a week? Or do you just go once a month? Or not even that often? Do you find it fun? Some of you probably do. I just don't. But thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow. God bless.